Hey everyone, welcome to CompleteFactsOnline.com, where we love to bring you the most interesting and amazing facts videos. India is a country that never fails to inspire and impress people from all backgrounds. And today, we're going to take you on an exciting journey through 16 fun facts you didn't know about India that will leave you speechless. So buckle up and prepare to learn about some of the most unbelievable and fascinating things about India that you never even knew existed. Number 1. One Indian airline only hires female hostesses to save on fuel. The Indian airline GoAir made headlines in 2019 when it was reported by several media outlets that the company hired only a female cabin crew. The decision was reportedly taken in order to save on fuel costs, as female crew members tend to weigh less than their male counterparts, and thus, the airplane consumes less fuel. GoAir denied that the decision was solely based on weight, instead stating that their hiring policy was to ensure equal opportunity for women in the aviation industry. While some praised the airline's move towards gender equality in the workplace, others criticized the decision as discriminatory and sending the wrong message about hiring practices. The controversy sparked a larger debate about gender norms and stereotypes, and whether they should be considered in industries such as aviation, where safety and efficiency are paramount. Number 2. Remote Indian forest priest, the lone voter. In India, during every national election, a polling booth is set up in a remote forest that is located in the Gir Forest National Park. The polling booth is specifically for Mahant Bharadas Darshandas, who has been living in the remote forest temple for the past 22 years. Darshandas is the only known registered voter in India who is living deep inside a forest. For every election that takes place, the Election Commission officials have to travel for hours through the forest to reach Darshandas and set up a voting station for him. Number 3. Every cow must have a photo ID in West Bengal. In West Bengal, India, every cow now requires a photo identification card to combat the issue of cattle smuggling. This move comes after cases of cattle being smuggled to Bangladesh saw a steady increase in recent years. The photo identification cards contain information such as the owner's name, the cow's breed, color, and special marks, as well as a unique ID number. The identification cards will help officials to monitor and track the movement of cows and deter smugglers. Number 4. The Indian mustache. More than just facial hair. In India, the mustache is considered a symbol of authority and power, particularly in certain professions, such as law enforcement. Policemen who have a mustache are presumed to display bravery and strength and are often held in higher esteem by the public. Some police departments in India even offer additional pay to officers who grow and maintain a mustache. The tradition of sporting a mustache to signify authority and masculinity has been ingrained in Indian culture for centuries. Number 5. The time Sachin Tendulkar betrayed India for a day. In 1987, during a match between India and Pakistan, Indian cricket fielder Sachin Tendulkar created a historic moment. The Pakistani team was short of one player to the field, and Tendulkar, who was just 14 years old at the time, stepped up and offered to play for the opposing team. This gesture was a true testament to the spirit of cricket, which transcends boundaries and brings people together. Although Tendulkar played for just one over in that match, he received a standing ovation from both sets of fans for his display of sportsmanship. This incident is considered one of the most heartwarming moments in the history of Indian cricket. Tendulkar went on to become one of the greatest cricketers of all time and is revered by fans in India and around the world. Number 6. Low divorce rates despite arranged marriages. India is unique in that arranged marriages are still the most common form of marriage. However, despite the expectation that a lack of individual choice in choosing one's spouse might lead to dissatisfaction and divorce, India has one of the lowest divorce rates in the world, at 1%. This is compared to the United States, which has a divorce rate of around 39%. This is partly due to the cultural and religious beliefs that prioritize marriage as a lifelong commitment. Additionally, extended family support, social pressure, and personal desire to make the marriage work all contribute to the low divorce rate in India. Number 7. Peel the evidence. Mumbai police's banana solution to catch a slippery thief. In a bizarre incident that occurred in Mumbai, a thief was caught by the police after he had stolen a chain. However, the police were in for a surprise when they realized that the thief had swallowed the chain. In a unique attempt to recover the stolen item, the police made the thief consume 48 bananas. According to reports, the high potassium content of the bananas helped the chain come out of the thief's body naturally, and the police were able to recover it. The incident highlights the innovative methods that police employ to solve cases and recover stolen items. Number 8. Indian dish tikka masala is actually a British invention deriving from Scotland. The origin of tikka masala is often debated, with many claiming it to be an Indian specialty. However, it is a surprising fact that the popular dish has its roots in Scotland. The story goes that a British man walked into a restaurant in Glasgow and ordered a plate of chicken curry. He found it too dry and requested for gravy to be added to it. The chef, who was of Indian origin, improvised by adding tomato soup, spices, and cream to the dish, and thus the first tikka masala was born. The dish gained popularity in the UK and eventually spread around the world, with many restaurants adapting it to suit local tastes. Today, it is one of the most beloved Indian-inspired dishes worldwide, and people continue to enjoy this flavorful and spicy dish that has become a symbol of cultural fusion. Number 9. Exploring the traditions and significance of toe rings in Indian culture. While engagement and wedding rings in many parts of the world are usually worn on the finger, in India, it's a different story. For some Indian women, the bichia, or toe ring, serves as a wedding ring. Typically made of silver, the toe ring is worn on the second toe of both feet and is considered a symbol of marital status. The tradition of wearing toe rings dates back thousands of years in India and is rooted in Hindu culture. According to Ayurvedic medicine, the nerve on the second toe connects to the uterus, and wearing the toe ring can exert pressure, which is believed to regulate the menstrual cycle and enhance fertility. In addition to its symbolic and cultural significance, the toe ring is also an important fashion accessory in many parts of India. It is often intricately designed, and some women wear multiple toe rings on both feet. The trend has caught on in other parts of the world in recent years, with many people appreciating the beauty and uniqueness of this traditional jewelry. Number 10. The white clothes myth. Surprising truth about widows' clothing in India. In India, the color of clothing one wears can have significant cultural and religious symbolism. It is a cultural norm that widows, after their husband's death, are expected to wear white clothing, which symbolizes mourning, sadness, and purity. This is in complete opposition to the brightly colored and ornate fabrics worn by other women in India. The practice of widows wearing white clothing finds its roots in Hindu mythology, where wearing white clothes for mourning was considered a sign of respect to the deceased. Additionally, the practice of widows wearing white is thought to have originated from the belief that a woman's true beauty lies within her character, and not in the clothes she wears. Despite the historical and cultural connotations surrounding widowhood, there has been a recent shift towards allowing widows to wear colorful and fashionable clothes. Advocacy groups and movements have highlighted the need to break societal taboos and carve a new path that allows all women, including widows, to express themselves through their choice of clothing. While the choice to wear white is still prevalent amongst many widows in India, the trend towards more colorful and bold clothing choices serves as a hopeful sign that change and progress in cultural norms are possible. Number 11. 7th largest country in the entire world, but still 3 times smaller than the US. India is a significant landmass of over 1.27 million square miles, making it the 7th largest country in the world. However, despite its size, India is still approximately 3 times smaller than the United States, which has a land area of around 3.8 million square miles. India's diverse geography ranges from snow-capped mountains, dense forests, fertile plains, and tropical beaches, offering a unique experience for travelers. While India may be smaller than the United States, it is still one of the world's most populous countries, with over 1.3 billion inhabitants. Number 12. Tracing the roots of shampooing and natural hair care. The origin of the word shampoo can be traced back to India, where it was derived from the Sanskrit word shampoo, which means to massage. The concept of shampooing, however, was not invented until much later. Historically, herbs and other natural materials were used to clean hair rather than the chemical-laden shampoos common today. Indian Ayurvedic practitioners believed in utilizing the healing properties of herbs and oils for hair and scalp health, and that tradition of natural hair care continues in India today. Number 13. The unconventional pesticide. How cola drinks are used in Indian farming. The use of cola as a pesticide in India is more than just an urban legend. Farmers in some parts of India, including the state of Chhattisgarh, have been using Coke and other cola drinks, as well as Pepsi as a pesticide, for years. The farmers became accustomed to using soft drinks after it was recommended to them by local scientists who found that the drinks could be a cheaper alternative to the more expensive pesticides. In addition to cola, many farmers also use brands like Pepsi and 7-Up, as well as other sweet carbonated beverages to protect their crops from pests. Number 14. The whiskey capital of the world. India's love affair with whiskey. India has been named the whiskey capital of the world due to the high amount of whiskey consumed in the country. According to statistics, Indian consumers drink approximately 1.5 billion liters of whiskey annually, which is more than half of the global consumption. Indian whiskey is known for its unique, richer taste, which differs from the traditional Scottish and Irish whiskies due to the country's warmer climate that causes it to age differently. The Indian whiskey market is growing and diversifying quickly, with new brands and blends emerging to cater to the growing demand. Number 15. The Victoria Cross was granted to 38 Indians after World War II. The Victoria Cross is a prestigious military award that has been granted to 1,358 individuals since its creation in 1856. Of these individuals, 38 were Indian soldiers who received the award after World War II. The Victoria Cross is granted for conspicuous bravery in the face of the enemy and is the highest military honor in the United Kingdom and Commonwealth countries. The Indian recipients of the Victoria Cross displayed immense courage and heroism, often sacrificing their own lives to save their fellow soldiers. Number 16. Cow urine and dung. The magical cure-alls for everything except common sense. There have been several instances in India where politicians and public figures have made outlandish claims about the supposed health benefits of cow urine and cow dung. These claims have been widely criticized and ridiculed by health experts and the general public both in India and around the world. During the time of COVID-19 pandemic, an Indian politician named Pragya Thakur claimed that cow urine could cure COVID-19, sparking a flood of jokes and memes on social media. Many people found this claim absurd, considering that there is no scientific evidence to suggest that cow urine or cow dung has any curative properties whatsoever. In fact, health experts have warned that consuming cow urine or dung can be dangerous, as it may contain harmful bacteria and other pathogens. Despite the lack of evidence to support claims like these, many people in India continue to believe in the supposed health benefits of cow urine and dung. This belief is rooted in Hindu mythology, which holds that the cow is a sacred animal and that its excrement contains beneficial properties. However, as with many myths and superstitions, it's important to distinguish fact from fiction and approach claims like these with a healthy dose of skepticism. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and learned something new about India. If you enjoyed the content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. We will be posting more videos about interesting topics like this one. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.